mind it, you know, especially if I'm going to be indoors, which when it's usually raining like what we saw yesterday and today, that's what I'm doing, tucked away. And if you're not going to be tucked away, just make sure you grab the umbrellas, the ponchos, some proper foot gear. I seen people out with sandals yesterday and I couldn't quite understand it, but to each its own, right? We are expecting to see more wet weather because of post-tropical storm Ophelia. Now, Ophelia is expected to continue to bring us some rounds of wet weather for today. We'll see that it does continue on its north-northeast track there. And again, sticking with us not just through today, but portions of tomorrow or the remnants of, because we do still, again, continue to see some wet weather. And then other impacts as well. They're going to include that high surf advisory. And in fact, now goes through this evening. We're expecting to see those waves still go at about 4 to 10 feet. And we're also looking at the possibility of dangerous beach erosion and rip current risk. Again, coastal watches and warnings wanting to point out this flood advisory continuing for Middlesex, Monmouth, and Ocean counties, but also near the Twin Forks area. And again, this also goes through this evening where we could see that minor to moderate flooding by coast as well as rivers. And it's likely to see some of that ponding out on the roads and very low level flooding across some of our roads. So wanting to watch for that if we are going to be out driving today. Still dealing with some wet weather out the doors this morning. If you take a look here, it does look like we don't have much of what was Ophelia left to deal with. But again, because of our winds, that northeast wind really circling back in that moisture, that's what's keeping us wet here throughout the day. So rain futurecast getting us through rain this morning into our lunch hours, our afternoon, into our evening as well. And in fact, it does roll over into the early portions of tomorrow. By tomorrow afternoon, we should be done with all of our rain. And then Tuesday arrives, you'll see temperatures there in the 50s as well as the 60s and bright and beautiful from that point forward. Back to you.